Need your carpets or upholstery cleaned fast? Whether it's a spring clean, bond clean, or just wear and tear from the pets and kids, Be Clean NQ is your premier quality carpet, upholstery, rug and mattress cleaning service. They'll go above and beyond to guarantee the best job at the best price. And they're 100% locally owned and operated. Have a chat to the busy bees at Be Clean NQ today. Go to beeclean.com.au because they're not happy until you are.
Let's play.
Well. That's 3 holes in the ground. The Illusion Show of Magic is upon us, and we turn to marbles. Could we win that? Maybe. Who knows? Welcome to On the Ranch. Feeling a little flat this week, actually. Surprise, surprise. But yes, marbles. You any good at that, Morgs? Marbles?
I wasn't too bad in primary school.
Yeah.
I was more of a handball kind of guy.
Were you just?
Yes, I did like my handball.
A man of my own.
But we did it in the line, not in the quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the line where you just crack it and you send it down.
Was that a bit of necessity because there were no quarter blocks of concrete, so you had to play in the line?
So we did it outside the science block, and it had like these really nice big courts. You know, it was a good sort of, 20, 25 metres or something. We had about 6 squares.
Where'd you go?
Grammar. Yeah. So we had the whole thing. We had kings, queen, what is it? Jacks, dunces.
Depending on how many.
And then there were 2 others.
Dunce is usually the last one.
I think we had like dunce 1, dunce 2, I'm fairly sure.
Really?
And you'd have to build yourself up. It was so fun.
They're weird.
Take me back.
We had the long line, but we had extra rules where you could get it off the wall, but there was another walkway in between where the people were walking, so you had to go around people.
Oh, that's cool.
We had another one because it had a roof.
Yep.
You could hit it onto the wall, and if you get it up and over the roof without it touching the roof, you were allowed to hit it back again.
That's awesome. I like it. So we're going vertical.
There were vertical plays.
That
and then
is
there was
so
a
cool.
fence on the other side with the cross beams.
Yeah.
So you could angle it off that.
Yep.
And it had the round pole, so you could angle it off one of the round poles.
That sounds hard.
It was epic.
Sounds like a physics lesson.
Yeah, we were.
I would
been a long time, but man,
Geometry.
I would be down to play handball again. What about an adults handball league? You know how everything's retro these days. It's all about what's the word? Yeah, it's all about nostalgia, right?
were you up at Brownies?
I
that
was the
night?
one that started
You
it.
started it.
What's this?
We're up at a mate of ours houses just up the road here for, I can't remember what that was. Was that the
Pre-Christmas.
Yeah,
drinks,
pre-Christmas,
like
just catch-up
23rd
drinks.
or something.
Yeah.
And there was us fellas and a couple of the older kids from our mates who have older kids. And we were downstairs at his place and we'd marked out the concrete
Yeah.
and we were playing handball. And it turned into an epic bloody game.
This
Prison
is such a
rules.
good
It's
idea.
Prison rules.
Prison rules.
And all the older fellas were half cut
I'm in on this.
up against the younger fellas. We
Yeah.
were taking it to them.
And the kids were like, oh, yeah, lines,
Yep.
fault 1. No, it's prison rules. Like, it's, you fucked up. That's it.
Yep, you're gone.
You're gone.
I propose.
None of this seconds or anything like that.
No.
If it's close to lines, it's play on. If you want to call full play, then that's on you.
2023 on the ranch handball challenge.
Well, we need somewhere with good concrete.
The Strand's good.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't
The
it?
Strand is
Yeah.
actually really good.
We go down there
I've
one
played
day,
down at the Strand a few times back with another bloke.
take some chalk,
Yep.
mark out some lines.
Yep.
Just use the concrete
Yeah.
wherever the line
But sometimes
is.
you've got to cut it off if you haven't got the quite exact.
Yeah.
So you might have one court that's this massive.
That's prison rules then. That's
what happens.
That is
True.
what it is.
The king gets a big court, right?
That's right. And
Yeah.
you need every opportunity to get him out.
Exactly.
But you need the obstacles too. You got to have bowls and fences and
So one-
Yeski.
And scooters and
Just a real quick one.
dogs.
I was in King once, right? We were playing outside
Only
the science
once?
block,
Just
and
the
there's a
once.
whole just once.
I doubt that.
I was always king. So there was a bunch of louvers up on the second story.
Right.
Anyway, so I've just left the king spot where I was standing. I walk away because I got out. glass louver smashes exactly where I was.
Oh,
I would have been in year 9, so it wasn't, too big. It probably would have killed me.
oh,
And it just fell out, like the little metal tabs. It just fell out.
just fell.
One of those final destination.
It was
moments.
Final Destination. But back then, you're like, oh, whatever, just keep playing. But
Of course.
looking back on it, like that would have been probably death.
Oh,
If it hit me in the
well.
head, could have chopped an arm off. Would have bled out.
Louvers look bigger when you're only 9.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Grade 9.
So it was not a good day of a day.
Grade 9? I thought you
Grade
were 9.
No, grade 9. I was in grade 9.
grade
This was
9.
high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah,
So it
you would
been
have been right.
You
It would have hit flat on a shoulder and just broken it. It wouldn't be nothing.
Maybe. Who
If it
knows?
landed on an edge, might have had a bit of curry
This was a high building. Like, we're talking proper second floor.
of a 2-story building.
Top second floor. But it was a
4.5
tall building.
meters. 5
I reckon
meters?
it's more than that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Maybe.
Anyway.
Oh, that would have had a bit of heat on it.
No, it did. It did.
That's Morgan Holmes Evans. I make some up on Twitter, although it was balked this morning. Couldn't log in.
Really?
Or you'd log in, it would immediately log you out. It's
Did
weird.
you pay Elon your $8?
I refuse to.
That's why.
And that's Pistol Blazing 2 guns. Pew, pew, pew,
Pew pew.
Pistol
pew,
pig.
pew. Back again.
Pistol
It's-
Blazing pew pews.
Look, give us some credit. We rock up each week.
Yeah, rain, hail, shine, getting flogged.
Yep.
Shout
Yep.
out to young Alistair Horn. He was meant to join us, Patreon member, and
No, he's
pulled
just
out-
sitting right there.
He's just sitting. Yeah, we
He's
got
very, very quiet.
just got to introduce him. Yeah, hey guys, how you doing? Yeah,
I
he
like the
was
Cowboys.
He was meant to be on tonight, but he had a prior. His kid was crook, so he couldn't make it. So
That's not a prior.
it isn't a prior, is it?
No,
Not really.
not at all.
So hopefully your boy or girl, I can't remember if he just said he's young child, so I don't know. Get better soon.
All the best.
Cool. Postman. It's no good news. It's not good news this week.
Well,
Is it ever?
well.
After a
there's
loss like that.
some good news in it.
Oh, it's particularly bad this week.
Nah, I'm cutting that third one out.
No, you're not.
So, all right. So the first one was a picture, and Lukey Henderson, Big Hendo, sent us this one, and it's a meme. Was this on general chat or was this in the Stockman chat?
He loves a meme.
I think it was on.
I think it was
I
this.
can't remember.
I
I'm not
think
sure.
This was the exclusive Patreon only. So if you want to see this one, you'll have to jump in there. But it's Peter Parker with the glasses off, and he's looking at Chad Townsend, and then he puts the glasses on, and he's looking at Luke Brooks, which doesn't work this week because they freaking won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Oh well.
Yeah. Carsten Brum, who is actually in Townsville this week, but couldn't make it tonight. His flight was long and he's a little bit jet lagged.
Plus,
I don't blame him.
It's a bloody long
It's
way.
a long way.
And I believe he's going down to Magic Round.
does he need some whiskers for his puss?
I heard his arms got tied about halfway over the ocean.
He said, can we just pretend that this game never happened and soldier on? Yeah. Unfortunately, no, we can't. At least not tonight.
At least not for Chester.
Alistair, previously spoken of, Alistair said, yeah, never in that game. Highlights it did. And honestly, think we need a buy sooner rather than later to help reset. Wouldn't hurt. Injuries are killing our season. Chad and Chester injured. Not sure of extent of either. Well, we do now. But next week, we may get the glimpse of the future with Burke and Dearden. I don't think Burke's been named, but Dearden is back for sure.
There's talk of this Duffy kid coming through as well.
Yeah, that's right. And Billy Woodhead said, hope Chester and Chad aren't too badly injured. So, yeah, we'll get to Chester soon. And Ryan Robbie, he said, only one person in the tipping comp tipped the Tigers.
Isn't that interesting?
Literally only one person out of
One.
107,
That's just
108 or whatever we've got. And
It's
yeah,
more of a panther cougar.
yeah,
Rah.
yeah. You're still coming close to
Yeah,
last, but that's
I
fine.
got ripped off this week because I dropped Cowboys and Knights in the first two, but then pulled back the next four. So I was 4 from 6 going into Sunday.
that's decent.
So you're thinking, oh, Warriors, they should
on
do
you.
Roosters in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Dragons, surely got to do the Dogs in Wollongong.
Surely.
I'm going 6 from 8. Huh. Came out with 4 from still.
Burnt.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But if you want to send us a comment, you can on the Facebook page. Flick us anything you like within reason. I don't think we actually moderate it. We might do.
It would have to be pretty bad. I don't think anyone's gone over the line.
That's not an invitation to do it, but, you know.
Kind of
Send
is.
it through. But
Memes.
Just,
All for the memes.
just if you're sending something good through, we will probably read it. And if whatever you send, we'll try to. But Morg, Rob, and me, we're not exactly the savviest of cats at the best of time to cipher through everything and post it into the run sheet. So
Yeah,
No,
if it catches our eye, you know it's getting read.
I've thought of a good meme this week, so I'm going to chuck a meme up in the Stockman page.
Oh, right.
Based around this post we've got here from Alistair Horn, I'm going to chuck a meme up.
Oh, okay.
I've got to make it first, though.
Interesting. All right. We will eagerly await that one. And if you want to see it, get on Patreon, look for On the Ranch, and you can sign up for as little as $3.
And get a free beer at Molly's.
Free beer at Molly's. And you can join in the chatter and the banter. I didn't do a game day page post this week, but I usually do. And we have a bit of a chat about the game. We try to. It's
When it's going good.
It's a bit hard to do when you're down 20 points to 6 in the first half. So, speaking of, round 9. Kind of glad that's over. That was last Thursday. Feels so long ago after a long weekend.
What a week, though. What a week.
Yeah.
You know, you had the Anzac Day round on the weekend, had the Monday off after Canefield, Anzac Day Tuesday, Felties here, Roosters Dragons, great game, Warriors Storm was a great game,
Yeah.
day off Wednesday, back into it Thursday.
Jeez. You did nothing last week, did you?
I did do a couple of things, but
Yeah. Not much.
it's
though.
been, even my boss has made comments saying, do you even work for us anymore? I don't know, man,
I
but
know you're about to disappear for another 4 days.
someone puts money in my account every Monday morning, so...
I'm personally surprised it took him this long to say that.
Yeah, well,
You've done pretty good.
yeah.
So went to work today after a long weekend Monday, go again tomorrow and Thursday, and then off again Friday for Magic.
Jesus.
Come back Tuesday again.
Well, the
It's all
Sharks,
coming up Millhouse.
Sharks getting over the Cowboys. 44 points to 6, as we know. 8,000 in attendance. Yay. At PointsBet Stadium. But look, the tries for, well, Kyle Felt got over it in the 33rd minute. We'll give him
What a try.
credit where it's due there. And he gave Ronaldo Mulatalo the big don't ask.
Yeah, don't argue.
I love
Don't
that.
argue.
That was so good.
It was good. Showed the strength.
Yeah.
Got under him and get out.
Yep. It was perfect.
Need a bit more of that.
No, I've said 3 times here tonight.
I know, it's shocking.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cut any of it either.
No try celebration from Felty, even though he promised he'd do something for us.
Ripped.
That's true.
Ripped.
Ripped.
Yeah.
Ripped.
Well, that might see. I might have got him in trouble because he was here for 2 hours, and I saw his wife the next day and mentioned that I'd seen him, and she said, "Oh, that's where he was."
Right. Don't worry about
Ah.
Macy at home.
Even though even Kyle said Macy did not sleep well the night before, so poor Mrs. Felt had to deal with young Macy.
She was one out.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So
He probably said he had a extra training.
so now he's
He's on a video session.
Yeah.
yeah. So now he's in trouble. And sorry, Felty.
That's probably why he gave a big don't argue with him. He had a bit of aggression to get out.
That's a bit.
He's just thinking it's Rob on that
Something
person's
like
head.
that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
was it? Who was it? It wasn't Talako, was it?
It was Mulatalo.
Well, Tana. He's probably thought your head's on him and he's just gone bang.
I don't quite represent Mulatalo, but
Not
anyway.
quite. Although I wouldn't mind getting a Talako haircut.
Yeah, right.
I reckon it could work.
I think you just need to grow out your hair.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll
Yeah.
go over the afro.
Do that.
Yep.
No haircuts.
Just let it go.
12 months, no haircuts.
7 tries to the Sharks. I think 3 of them came while Coleman Hess was off after a brain explosion. I don't understand. There were a couple of trips over the...
It's fast and everything, but jeez.
Yeah, but see, that's a reactionary thing that
Yeah.
shouldn't be in your repertoire
No.
at all. But there was
No.
another one in one of the other games. There was another trip. Might have been
Yeah.
the Raiders game.
You,
Probably got that wrong.
You know you can't do it.
I know. So I don't
Hey,
understand.
You can handle someone lazy arm or going high or get the tackle side wrong of things, but
Yeah.
sticking a leg out, like, come on.
It'd be hard to explain that too, because it wasn't like he was falling over or lost his balance.
No.
Like it was like just a real lazy.
Oh, he's run past
Kick.
me,
It was a
leg
kick.
out.
The arm
Yeah.
went as well, so it was a reaction. Like
Yeah.
I need to go in that direction, but the body's not moving. But these two limbs will. and
Yes.
it looks like a trip. However, his hit on Nico Hines.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
There was nothing wrong with that.
I
Wasn't late, wasn't high, even in real motion. And there was a few comments that it might have been there was a little headbutt at the end, but I watched that a few times, and it was basically he was driving him into the ground anyway.
that's the corrupt Sutton factor.
It was
We got Sutton.
If we're gonna
did get
if we're
Sutton
gonna
on that
start
one.
if we're gonna start penalising, I mean, all right, he's blown the whistle live, fair enough. Even when you put it in slow mo replay, it's simultaneous. Can we start penalising these things? I suppose he did do it live, but geez, that was just a ridiculous
There would have
penalty.
been a quarter of a second, 200th of a
Yeah.
second from having that reaction to stop.
Yeah,
You're running full speed at the guy.
But then they score off that. You know,
Yes.
instead of us having the ball, they score off that.
Yep.
The first try they scored, Felty's gotten the ball and he's in the field of play and he's tackled and Will Kennedy's arm is still on his shoulder and then he gets pushed into the end goals. Tackle is complete. That should be Cowboys penalty.
yeah,
No, we'll give that a goal line dropout. They scored off that.
yep.
I think that they knew that, all right, we got Sutton, let's just give up. There's no point fighting this one. Whatever we do won't be good enough. You know, like, we've been in this comp since 95, and we've had our fair share of beatdowns. Like, you know, it's hasn't been easy for almost 30 years. That was up there with the worst performance I've seen a Cowboy outfit run out in.
Yeah.
Not going to sugarcoat things this week. That was disgustingly
And
bad.
it was blunders.
No, it was heads down from probably the 15th odd minute after those first two tries, and it was just there was no resilience after that, no comeback.
No resilience, no cohesion. I don't know what's happened off field between Drinky and Chad, whether or not their players' deal is gone belly up. But
I said that the other week that I think there's something going on there.
And look, we could just be reading into it. So, you know, don't take our word as gospel, but they got to start reading the same book on the same page sooner rather than later.
There's a few. It looked to me like individual efforts were fine, but there was no.
There's no team effort.
There's no team effort. No backing up your mate. You're not there for your mate.
You go on one-out runs. Like, there's no two pushing up on support play. There was no nothing.
There was
It
no jungle ball.
No, there was just
Not once.
nothing.
There was the one time when they flicked it out to Kyle and he scored.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty much.
Like, poor
that was
Dearden.
it.
Like, if you had 17 Deardens, you might have had half a chance.
Yeah.
He was the only one with gusto having a crack.
Wouldn't say no.
And what makes it look worse is normally we get a try or two at the end, kind of just tidies it up a bit.
Yeah.
Makes it look a little bit better, a
Yeah.
little bit of like a jump time.
A bit of consolation. Yeah.
But we got nothing. Like, we got
No.
cleaned. Yeah.
No,
didn't
it
even
was-
look like we were going to come close.
No.
No.
No. At least I didn't get 50. I thought we were going to put 50 on us. And that to
That means
me
we've
is...
still got a chance at the premiership.
Yeah, we
That's
can
a
still
big
win the, we
embarrassment.
can still win the comp. How was
not
bloody
pretty.
Pet's form though? Like, the Sharks players kicked that through. It's gone backwards. He's grabbed it. Or not enough camera angles to show conclusive. So
The one good camera
You
angle.
keep-
the goalpost
yeah.
was in the way.
you keep the challenge, but it's still refs called. Now, what, again, this is why corrupt Sutton I do not like. What has he seen that goes, oh, yep, you've knocked it on? Well, the ball's going back towards my goal line and I've got control of it
Yep.
and it hasn't touched the ground yet.
That's what I could that
Like, you can't,
I've still got nothing to
You-
explain that.
you can't find a camera angle for that. But the week beforehand or on Anzac Day, Victor Radley has an accidental head clash with a Dragons player. No contact with shoulder, arm, anything to the head. It's
Yeah.
a tackle and it's a head clash. Accidents happen. 10 in the bin because we've managed to find an angle somewhere to say that you've hit his head, but we can't find an angle
can't
to
prove it.
keep,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
keep this ball.
Well, I think I actually made a comment that night. $3.2 million for that bunker.
Yeah.
And you're telling me there's not one angle that
And there's
can...
not one angle. They don't have slow motion cameras.
Nothing.
They just use regular cameras, so half the time when the put downs they have
Yes.
when the
frames. Yeah.
there's when there's
Yeah.
a finger on the ball for Hesse's put down week 3 or whatever it was,
It's pretty amateur.
and they're between frames or it's a blurry frame.
Yeah.
Why don't they have high speed cameras?
Yeah, look.
It's
Cost.
Fox.
It's Fox. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying that, we weren't in the game anyway, but Jesus, just some. Again, though,
It adds
I'm
to the
pretty
factor.
sure Sharks score off that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of blunders and a lot of shit that happened.
And they took advantage of it.
scored off.
yeah.
Shouldn't say they took advantage of it. They were
They were given it.
given it, and they
Look, no drama.
They
Like
scored.
if you get the opportunity, take
yeah,
it.
and they didn't miss taking it.
And I don't know, but yes, they need to work on something like Magic Round this week. The Roosters aren't travelling the best either. Like they're lucky to be where they are.
Well,
They're on 10 points with a bye, and they should have lost to the Dragons,
my issue here
and
is
they should have lost to Warriors in round 2. Like they could easily be sitting on 4 points.
when we get to the team list for that, I'll express some concern. But the concern from this game was Tommy Chester. It's a confirmed ACL, so that's basically season, which sucks ass.
It does, because Chad got taken off, and you saw him with a knee brace on or whatever.
Was it knee, calf?
Whatever it was, but he wasn't in playing strip again. He's had the shower and talcum
Yeah.
powder. Do you think that Todd actually hooked him? Yeah, mate.
There was the
you're
thought of
not
that.
doing nothing for us. You're a turnstile. You're not doing much out there for us.
Yeah.
Come out
We're
and
going to
say it's
hook you, and we're going to make Dearden 7, Drinky 6, and Chesty 1. I reckon that was the plan this week too. I'd be surprised
Well,
if Chad would have been named if Chester doesn't get an ACL.
it must. Yeah,
And they would have
Yeah,
just
that's a
played off the
possibility.
fact that he's got a calf strain for 2 weeks still.
Just to kind of like cover his ego a bit, sort of thing. Just as a nice look.
Maybe.
Yeah, I reckon.
I mean, that's pretty rough.
There's a lot of talk from Sharks fans that Chad can't string 2 good seasons together.
When's he contracted to?
Till the end of next year.
End of next year.
And look, this isn't a Chad bash at all. Like
No,
I'm
not
a
at
massive
all.
fan of Chad.
We gotta
and-
figure
and
it-
I've said this from day one. I'm glad we signed Chad.
Yeah, 100%. But there's a problem.
Some players,
There's
honestly,
definitely a problem. There's definitely been a fallout somewhere. The cohesion isn't there. Like you can't. We've been a Cowboy outfit for a long time, and after the 17 grand final, we thought that with Thurston and Scott coming back, it'd be great. Finished 15th or something.
Yeah.
2019, 20, 21. We've had our downs. I think the best we finished maybe 13th spot on the ladder. You hit 22 and somehow everything clicks. So we think that that's going to be the case. You got to remember, we're the Cowboys. Like we are a hard team to support, but we're a passionate team to get behind. So after the 22 season, you would think that there'd be all this momentum running through, but something's off. Something's in the off field. I don't know. Has someone slept with someone's missus, or someone's done something? Or,
not again.
Don't put that out there.
no. This is, again, something's happened that needs to be rectified yesterday.
With Chad, some players, they just play better on a 1 year to 1 year contract. Once they get, I'm not saying this is Chad, but it's just a thing with players. Sometimes they get a 2 or 3 or 4 year deal, and they just kind of take it down 10 or 15%. But then when they're on a
Jeremiah
1 by
Nanai.
1, yeah, when they're on a 1 by 1, they just seem to always turn up because they know they've got to work for that next year.
Yeah. True.
No,
And that does bring me to Nanai a bit. He's been
no.
out of form, but he has been out of form.
He has been given no ball.
Yeah, he's not
at
getting the
all.
kicks like he used to.
I know, but his
He
kick,
is not being
but his,
utilised at all.
his kick chase is off though too,
Yeah.
and he is missing a lot of tackles.
Yeah, but he was missing tackles anyway last year. But he's
Yeah.
not missing on goal line tackles.
But yeah, we probably didn't see him because everyone's covering. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's a lot of support players on either side are helping him, whereas no one's helping anybody now.
No one's helping
But
anyone.
even
That's exactly
him
it.
taking carries out of our end, it's just hospital ball. And here, pass you to a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
But, great.
What am
I'm
what
gonna
am I
get
supposed to do with
half
that?
a metre here.
Yeah, and we make 20 metres in the whole thing. And then we've got to kick.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a mess.
I think a lot of the time our good meters were from Reece Robson out of dummy half.
Yeah, Reese's a king.
But again, no one's going with him.
No.
Not one support play. You should have two pushing up on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it feels like 2021.
And 20.
Oh,
And 19.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
18.
But I mean, we've got a lot of very similar players now. You know?
And 08. And 11. And 12.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
And 06. And 04.
So it was
And 03. And
pretty-
98.
it was pretty hard to find 3-2-1 points for this week. Very hard, actually. Look, 3 points actually I found wasn't hard. Tommy Dearden, which I think we've all gone for. I gave 3 points to Tommy Dearden just because he was trying to. He at least competed, and there was a few line breaks there that. Well, obviously that one that actually set up the try, so that was nice. But beyond that,
Slim pickings.
slim pickings. There's 2 points I gave to Daylight. No. 2 points I gave to Reece Robson, who, like I said, those dummy half runs pretty much made most of our meters, which weren't a lot to begin with. But he also did 46 tackles, most tackles of anyone on the field. So part of that is because they had most of the ball. And 1 point I gave to Val Holmes because Val... I see you're changing your 3-2-1s right now. Yeah, so Val had...
Yeah, I realised that.
Val was one of the only other ones who was looking for the ball and competing and trying to create something. More out of necessity than probably desire. But he... it works for him, though, too. He can actually push. He can bend the line. He's almost like an edge forward, really.
He is.
So...
He's got good leg speed.
Yeah, he's got strength.
Yeah.
Good strong legs.
Quick off the mark.
And a good step. See, that's that running back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFL
Chuck a helmet on him.
wouldn't hurt.
They've tried. They've tried.
Yeah.
And like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of competing. Or there is, but it's individual. Everyone's looking for their individual efforts. There doesn't seem to be a team effort there. So,
Seems to be a lot of shaking of heads at people when something goes wrong.
yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too. I've noticed that the last couple of weeks,
They're
actually.
just not interested, and like, I'm just here to collect a paycheck. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. In
Maybe
some
they do
cases.
the old-fashioned lock-in. No coaches, no staff.
Yeah.
Just a couple of cartons and they all sit down and
Punch it out.
We said that.
punch it out.
We said that in 21,
2020 and 21
2020.
Time.
And 19.
And
Annual.
19.
The annual lock-in.
and
No,
18,
The annual lock-in, boys.
12.
The annual lock-in. Mark it in your calendars. This time every year.
Should we send
And
them,
no way.
send them out to high range or something and just like throw some tanks at them and
Go shoot
down
some
with it?
shit.
Yeah. Chuck them in a UFC training. I see belts and bags or something. Get it out of them.
SAS training, get them down the strand and
Yep.
the beach rolling up on them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chuck them in a lifeboat out in the ocean for a bit. See how they go.
And saying that, it's the first third of the season. So
Season's not dead
let's
yet.
win the let's win the second third of the season.
It's still
Go on a
mathematical.
9-game streak.
A good thing to come from this is that we're not going to lose a lot of players to Origin
That's true.
based on current form.
No.
That's true.
It might
We
be,
don't have many players left in the top 30 either.
And
to
the ones
choose
we
from.
do lose go to Origin. Bloody get an injury. Pull a hammy. Dearden pulls a knee.
no. Oh,
Why?
Why?
Touch wood.
It's
Touch wood.
plastic
it's a
table.
plastic table.
Whoops. I take it back. Cut that out. Edit that.
Mark the time code again.
Edit that.
All right, Pistol, since you changed yours, you can go next.
Yeah, I've gone Dearden for 3. The only guy having a crack out there. He was on kick chase. Even when Sharks put a grubber in, he was there to pick it up. And instead of just running it dead, he thought, no, I'll have a crack at trying running this out.
Yep.
Skipped past about 5 people, and then the numbers game just got to him. Yeah, like I said, he was the only one having a crack. 2, I actually gave to our prop off the bench, young Maney, JTB. He at least tried rolling the sleeves up and carting the ball forward. I think he was the only forward that had a crack, to be honest.
I think, don't correct me if I'm wrong here, he did not miss a tackle.
Yeah, I think 36 odd tackles as well without a miss.
30 made, none missed.
Yeah, righto. It just at least having a go, and you know, if there's a silver lining, which is not really with the Chester injury, at least it makes our bench get a bit bigger. we've definitely been lacking in size and punch go forward. I mean, if you want to play Granville, but don't pick Chester. If you're going to not play Granville, pick Chester. But you can't afford to go as light as we have been for the last few weeks. But I'm not, there's a lot more people that get paid a lot better money and analyzers and watch more games and everything than I do. And 1 point, I did have Val as one, but then hearing what you said, and you're right, I went with Robbo for basically echoing your sentiments.
Balls.
And
Leaves me.
And no honourable mentions.
No, well, Talakai's here.
Yeah,
I'd give Kyle one for the don't argue.
Oh, yeah, I'll give an
Yeah.
honourable for Don't Argue.
I think that was a highlight.
Maybe an honourable for Sutton.
We didn't have a lot of highlights, but
What's
that would have
better?
been one of them.
What's better than the Kyle bloody Don't Argue?
Well, now it's on Mulatalo's highlight reel.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Fifth tackle options are crud.
No, we just bomb it.
Yeah, there's just
And not a good bomb
no
either.
anything.
No, there was
Can we put a grubber behind the line when you're on the 20? Can we put a chip and chase in? Can we do something?
they seem to be too worried to
Can
give.
we play some jungle ball and
They-
flick past it 18 times and still not score, but at least look good?
They're too worried about giving away 7 tackle sets, I think.
Oh, fortune favours the brave.
If you're worried about
Yeah.
it, game over.
But it's the safe option is to put that bomb up and put it short.
Yeah, and that's fine. But can we get chasers that know that's happening?
Yeah, I know.
That's fine if you're winning, but if it's not working week in, week out, you got to
Yeah.
do something different.
Correct.
Insanity doing the same thing over and over without achieving a different result.
So I straight up copied Rob because I had nothing better. I've
That's a
gone three-
Control C, Control V.
yeah. I went to ChatGPT and I said, just do this for me. I went Dearden for the 3. I loved his aggression on both ends, mainly on the attack. Pretty much the line break to Felty is what sealed it for me. So that was a big plus for the night. 2 points. I've gone Robbo, as usual. Never gives up, never quits. Leads the team in stats all the time. Doesn't make a big show of it. Just not a big fuss, and he just gets the job done. And for 1 point, I've also gone Val. Don't have a whole lot to say about it, but he just did better than all the rest. So it's probably more a consolation prize that he wasn't as bad as some of the other players. So 1 point for Val for cleaning up.
Jeez, I'm glad
He
we-
did do a Control C, Control V.
I really did.
And I'm glad we don't
Yeah.
have a player in here this week.
Well, hang on. If there was a player, then they probably would have got the 3 points.
Like we all sucked up to
Yeah,
Felty.
Felty, I'll give you one. So.
I'll give you 1 point.
1 point.
I love you,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Meanwhile, I had him on the bloody list down the bottom here. No. So, yeah, I've gone Dearden, Robbo and Val, which I think pretty much sums up the game anyway.
I mean, at least we've had 3 wins for the season.
Yeah, 3 wins better than none.
Yeah.
Also, look at the table. Tigers have had a bye, so they shouldn't be as close as what they actually are.
Yeah,
Those
but
dogs.
I'll touch on the Tigers, though. Even though they've been playing bastards and they've only just got their first win, big win too, they, other than the Broncos bashing them off, they haven't been out of the games. Like, they
No,
lost
that's
to
right.
the Knights by 2.
Yeah.
They probably should have beaten Para a couple of weeks ago. They were coming home strong there. They should have beaten Manly before. They've lost to someone else, the Dogs by 4. Like that, at least they've sort of somewhat been contesting, even though their attack looks like a busted ass. But at least they're still being thereabouts.
There or thereabouts, yeah. No, you're right. It was only a matter of time. I just didn't think it would be this week. Sorry, the week just gone against Penrith in the wet.
Yeah, look, I think when it's torrential like that, I don't think it matters where you sit on the ladder.
Doesn't help,
I think it literally becomes a 50-50 when it's conditions like that.
but it's the end of the dynasty.
It is.
The tide has turned.
Yeah,
It's no more Panther pride.
No.
that's a dynasty.
We'll
There
see.
goes the dynasty.
Yeah, okay.
It's over.
Yep.
It's done.
She's done.
All right, well, we turn our eyes to round 10, and this one is Magic Round.
Whoa, ho, ho.
Leviosa.
We don't even get home ground advantage, eh?
Not Leviosa.
We don't want home ground advantage in this game.
Well, it'd be nice to be a kissy mate.
Sure.
Why don't we want home ground advantage in this?
Yeah.
Because then it means we only get 11 home games.
Right.
Okay, all right.
You actually want to play away here.
Yeah, I get you.
That's why Broncos, they get to play away here, and they
Yeah.
get to play away against the Titans at Suncorp. They get to play away against the Dolphins at Suncorp.
Yep.
They also get to play home against the Titans
Sounds
and
like
Dolphins
cheating.
at Suncorp.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like cheating.
They get to play away against Manly at
That's
Suncorp.
Suncorp. That is cheating.
Yes.
So they actually get
They don't get-
17 home games at Suncorp.
No, they don't get Titans there. They play Titans at
Oh, they
Seabus.
did play it at Seabus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
my
thinking that.
mistake.
Yeah, I couldn't
My
remember which
mistake.
one. But you're right with Manly and
Yes.
and
And
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Playing in
And I
that
think
dump
there
at
might be
Seabus.
another one up there as well that has taken it to them.
No, it's either I think it's Rabbits have taken a game to the Sunshine Coast,
Ah,
an hour up the road.
yeah.
In that direction, and they've got 3 games at the Gabba while the
Yes.
Women's World Cup is there, and they're calling those away games.
Away games. Yeah.
That's rich.
Yeah.
Big travel, that is. And I know that the argument is a lot of Sydney teams do the same thing. They don't have to travel far, but
Yes.
yeah,
But the difference is that they've always had this gift wrap, and you can go from the Shire to ANZ Stadium on an hour train ride and go through 6 other
yeah,
footy teams' places anyway. So
And
Well,
you're
that's
not
it.
going into the enemy's home crowd and all
Yeah.
their supporters. It's still going to be their
you're
supporters.
still
Yeah.
going to be in Brisbane.
Yeah.
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 actually, that is a very good point. You are still in
Yes.
Brisbane
Yeah.
territory.
Doesn't matter
So-
where you're playing, mate.
very much.
You're
so.
playing
Yep.
as South Sydney from Redfern, where ANZ is. You're going to Allianz. You're still in South Sydney. You're playing away. You're still going to have your Bunny supporters there, or whoever Sydney team is.
Yep.
You're Brisbane playing away, going an hour from Suncorp to the Gabba, half an hour.
Less than that.
Less.
15 minutes.
If that, yeah.
Go to
As
Gobertrain.
opposed to playing your away game
Catch the train, it's a
500
5-minute
kilometres
train
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so be it.
That's why we
They
hate the
could,
Broncos.
they could jump on a scooter.
Gift wrapped ponies.
They could actually.
Scooter from one side to the other. That's
Well,
how
you
close
do-
they
you
are.
can you? What bridge can? Oh, there's pedestrian bridges. Isn't
Yeah, I think it's like a go between. I tried to scooter once around Kangaroo Point. Couldn't get the uphill going. It's a bit steep. Ended up doing a lot of walking that day.
But you could ferry from
Yeah. Yep.
from Suncorp. It's only what half a block to
On the,
the
City
river.
Cat, yeah.
City Cat from there around to Kangaroo Point,
Yep. And then you could
or
walk
even
up past
actually,
the pineapple.
Not even Kangaroo Point to South Bank and walk from
Yeah,
there
basically
to the Gabba.
South Bank,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So it is literally
It's-
5 minutes up the road.
Yeah, as opposed to playing your away game 500 kilometres into another state.
And
Yeah,
have to
that-
go through airport security, jump on the plane.
Yeah,
Big difference.
In a hotel, they get to still stay in their own bed each night.
yeah.
Luxury.
The supporters thing. That's the biggest one. Anyway,
But if you're a Broncos supporter, that doesn't. No, we got the hardest draw around. No, you don't.
No.
You're gift wrapped.
Supporters are probably going to get compensation for having to go out of their way.
well, yeah, more than
Yeah.
likely.
Wouldn't doubt it.
You know what sucks about that? The Lions will have to go on a 3-game road trip.
Yep. Well, it's over the space of about 6 weeks.
Yeah. Lions had to take their home game to gather round.
They could play at Metricon.
Sucks, doesn't it?
It does.
Could have taken it to Kazali's where I could go up and watch it.
Yeah, could have, but they didn't
No,
because that wouldn't be gathering.
no, that wouldn't be gathering.
It's quite the opposite, in
This
fact.
is quite the distance.
That would be the scattering round.
That would be.
Should have a scatter, I suppose. They do
They
take.
do
games
scatter
every
around
week.
every week.
But I mean,
Scatter around.
Well, they if you take it to the country,
oh, yes,
Country
which
round.
they did half of that in Adelaide anyway.
they did.
What do we prefer, gather round or magic round?
I like the idea of Magic Round purely on the fact that it's game after game at the one location.
Yep.
Whereas Gather Round, Lions fan, watching North Melbourne out in
Norwood.
BFI,
Yep.
and then going, oh, I really wouldn't have mind watching Richmond St Kilda at the Adelaide Oval. I can't.
Bloody hour back in.
And it's played an hour, kicked off while an hour to go in the Lions game. At least with Magic Round, it's
It's
just
right there.
You're not having to go anywhere. You're not like it's not even like, oh yeah, we'll play a couple of games on the Gold Coast and then a couple at Moreton Daily and then a couple at Suncorp, and you're missing half of it. At least you get to see every game.
I think Magic's better. I kind of like the gather round pun. It's not
I
bad.
like the gather round pun, but
Yeah.
they need to play it all at the one.
Next year they're talking about doing one up in the Barossa. So that's going to be way up in the hills.
Get a couple of Shiraz.
Get some, yeah, exactly. I get some Merlots in here.
That's one way to do it. Is it going to be in South Australia every year?
Going to be at 10
For the next
under.
3 years, I think I've signed it to be in Adelaide, yeah.
Because that kind of thing kind of needs to be somewhere where there's, you have it at the G and
Eddie had.
at Eddie had, because they're side by side. You could have one game after
Is it
the
called?
other.
No, it's not Eddie. Marvel.
Is it
Marvel.
still Marvel?
Colonial.
Colonial. Colonial.
But they're virtually side by side, so it's
Yeah.
not like you could play back-to-back games there.
Yeah, but again, you're still... You're having a go. You're having to take 90,000 MCG supporters
Yeah,
across the road to a 70,000
True.
seat Marvel.
yeah, a bit harder to do there, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't think you could have 3 games back-to-back of AFL. That's a long day,
Oh, it would be.
as we were talking before.
Well,
30-minute quarters.
if
Yeah.
you said it's a 2-hour game, but then, yeah, you got to have warm-up and hype down. But there's not much warm-ups and stuff on the field at Magic Round either. They must do it out the back.
Yeah,
So it's basically game finishes and it's like a 15-minute break. The next game starts.
yeah.
So,
It's still shorter. And I think because the other part is
Start at
AFL
midday.
has the stoppages,
yeah,
so you can't really have a guaranteed start time.
yeah.
Yep.
So that part gets tricky. You end up, your third game of the day is playing at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
12 p.m. game finishes at 3. You got a 3:30 start. Finishes at 6:37.
That's a
It
long
could
day.
be done.
Could be done.
Could be done.
Long day.
It is a long day.
You need to do it at Marvel, though. Because if it's on summer, I was going to say, you need a roof, though. You can't be in sun for 12 hours watching footy.
What, you'd be in the
but
sun
if
for
you
12
do-
hours watching cricket
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's expected.
over 5 days.
Yeah, that's brutal.
But do gather round in June, where the days are shorter
Yeah, oh, it's Adelaide. It's pretty
and
cool.
it's cooler.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Anyway, back to actual
right.
magic round 10, and the Cowboys game is on Sunday. It's the second last game, and looking at the pitch last week, there are questions of whether or not it'll hold up.
I'm not going to hold up till then.
Having said, have you got tickets yet?
Pete?
No.
I looked yesterday. There's cheapies only.
Oh, this is not good.
You're okay. I'll just best of luck. is
It's
all I'll
Magic
say.
Round at
Yeah.
the Caxton pub. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's as
Just
close as
going
we're
straight
getting.
to the CAC.
I think you're probably better off just going through a drive-through, watching all the games from your Airbnb.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
hell of a lot cheaper than drinking at the Caxton 3 days straight.
We might need to do something about that, Pete.
Yeah.
What do you
Probably
reckon?
need to look on that tonight.
Yes,
and
I think that's a good
book.
idea. Yeah, let's do that tonight.
Yes,
Yep.
let's do that tonight. Actually,
Yeah. I'm jumping off there now so I can book some tickets.
can you load up that lap?
Yeah.
So 4 p.m. on Sunday, the Roosters in 5th, the Cowboys currently 16th, which is not in last place, thankfully, this year.
I touched on it before though. Like Roosters could easily be where we are,
Yeah, true.
and
true.
they've got a 2-point bye ahead of us.
Yeah.
And they got lucky against Dragons. All of a sudden, they're on 6. We got unlucky against the Dogs. We're on 8. We should be where Roosters are. We're basically in the top 4.
The Cowboys team is very, very similar, apart from a few changes, like we said. Chad Townsend has been named as halfback. I don't know whether that's going to change. There's not many other options that have been put in the...
There's this
It's-
talk of,
suppose-
I said before, Duffy. There's this talk about
Yeah,
Duffy.
he's not named in the top 22. Ben Hampton is at 19th.
Uh-huh.
That was my thought if Chad goes down, so to speak, over the next
Couple of days.
I thought basically if he slots in, that's probably the least disruptive if Ben Hampton just slots straight in the 7, rather than shifting Drinky to 7
Yeah.
and have Ben Hampton play fullback, although that's probably more appealing.
No.
No? You don't want Hampton at fullback?
No.
He's been playing 7 for the Blackhawks for
So let's just keep him at 7.
keep him at 7. Okay, fair enough. The forward pack, as named, is Jordan McLean, Reece Robson, Cohen Hess. Hillam Lukey is back. Yeah.
Yeah.
In for the suspended Jeremiah Nanai. The jet ski in 12, Reuben Cotter in 13, at least as named.
On paper, that is, from 1 to 13 on paper, still a good side.
Yeah, Chad has not been training in the halves. Ben Hampton has been.
I don't reckon he'll make it.
No. And that's pretty much what happened. Like last week at training, same guy was reporting that Drinky was filling in at 7 and Chad wasn't training that much there.
Yeah, right.
So he either went in with a niggle and it finally succumbed or Pepe's changing things up or something. I don't know. Something funky's going on.
Naming a side, but then an hour before kickoff, not having that side.
Yeah, even though all the guys know that.
No, that's what's happening.
as we know now. Jakey Granville, Mitch Dunn, JTB, and the debut for, forgive me for this, Kulikefu Finifuaki.
That sounded good.
That's basically it.
That sounded good.
You know how many
Sounds
times?
like a Japanese wrestler.
It does. That really came off your tongue good.
Taka Mikonoka.
Can you do it again?
You know how many times I've been practicing that?
Going to bed at like
Kulikefu, or could be Kulikefu,
Kulikefu, yeah.
Finifui. It could be Finifuiaki. Finifuiaki.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't
Sounds
know.
good.
I'm not too bad with the Polynesian names, but I'll give that one.
I like that one.
I'll take that one.
And you got to remember after this round as well, hopefully we get the chocolates. Like, I've got no doubt that we can win. Like, Roosters, yeah, they're this powerhouse side, but I've said it all along. I don't rate them. They're looking better than what they're actually been performing. Young Lucci comes back next week.
Oh, really?
Well, it's after the round 10
Yeah, you're
court
right.
suspension or
Yeah,
whatever.
true.
So
Yeah.
That's good.
getting a couple of troops. Lukey back this week. Lucci next week. Getting some size back into the bench
Yeah.
and some ball playing size.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's necessary. I think that's
And
necessary.
hopefully Leilua's ready to go. Hopefully he doesn't need a couple
All
games
reports
to
he
get
has
bed in.
just been
Training.
renegading the hell out of
So
everyone.
hopefully he's ready to roll and replace
Ready to kill.
Tamalolo a bit.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Riley Price is at 18th, Ben Hampton at 19th, Brendan Elliott at 20, Dan Sandrugo at 21st, and Jake Burke at 22nd.
Berkey's another halfback as well.
Well, there you go. So, he might get a shot. Who knows?
Yep. Berkey played halves for us in trials as well.
Yeah.
Did a pretty decent job up in Cairns.
We did all right in the trial. So, yeah, that's right. Now, the Roosters. James Tedesco, Corey Allen, Suali'i, Drew Hutchinson, Jackson Paulo, Joseph Manu, Luke Keary, JWH, Brandon Smith, Lindsay Collins, Egan
Smith
Butcher.
named. Wow.
Yeah, Egan Butcher and Nat Butcher. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't his ankle buggered?
Yeah, I thought that he was at least a week on the side.
It might be named and
Yeah.
fitness test. So it might be a light, they call it a high ankle sprain or some rubbish. Nat Butcher, the sin bin is at lock. Victor Radley is at lock.
Do you think he'll go? Do you think he'll go this week?
Oh, yeah.
At least 3 times.
It's got to be Magic Round. Magic Round, sin bin. Because they're going to be cracking down on sin bins with sin bins this week.
How was that warrior guy in the crowd? Did you see the wheelie bin with Victor Radley? Get in there, Big Ben.
Jake Turpin, Angus Crichton, Satili, Satili, and Matthew Lodge.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Brooklyn Brawler.
I don't-
That's
yeah.
right. Sam Walker got benched or dropped,
Yeah, he's
basically.
been dropped. And now a few Queensland clubs are lurking. What are you laughing at?
It's a Brooklyn Brawler thing. That was good.
So every time,
Yeah.
ranchers, if you're at the Magic Round, whenever Matt Lodge touches the ball, just yell out, "You're gonna die tonight." That's what he said to 2 innocent teenage girls in the Brooklyn lobby.
Yeah.
I should laugh.
Ashley Klein's the ref. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good laugh. Whoosh.
Well, look, it's hard to say because our team's going to be shaken. Well, we know it's going to be shaken up.
I thought you were going to say shake and bake.
I think it will.
We
be
need some
shaky.
shake and bake.
We do, actually. Because if you ain't first, you're last.
Yep. So what's the key to this game, guys?
Can we go back to basics?
Yeah.
Basics and line speed. Can we meet? Like, the Sharks bloody suffocated us.
Yeah.
Can we start doing that? Can we not let easy meters?
Pressure.
Oh, let's run and run backwards and just caress them to the ground. Can we meet them up front?
That wouldn't hurt.
Suffocate them in attack, line speed, defense.
Bit of support play.
I've always said a great defense makes a great offense.
And some fifth tackle options.
And some fifth tackle options.
Can Drinky be the primary kicker?
Tell you
'Cause
what,
his-
he
his
does
kicking
have
is
a
good.
roost on him.
His kicking
not
is good.
He's not a Burton rooster, but he's got a good roost.
He doesn't quite have the accuracy of Chad last year. I won't say Chad this year because
Yeah.
Chad doesn't have it this year. But Chad last year could put it on a 10-cent
He
piece.
could.
Drink doesn't quite have that. I think he could rip out a chip and chase if required.
Yep. But he does have a good long kick in him
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, if he kicks to the corner and it just rolls and hits the touch post or just goes dead, you can handle that. And yeah, it's a 20-metre restart because a metre each the other way,
Yeah.
they're bringing it out from, well, it's not a scrum anymore, but they're on a metre out from their goal line.
But at least he's trying something.
Yeah.
And he's not roosting up a ball that only goes, yay high.
When chasers
And it goes-
can't get there
And it goes down someone's throat.
and it's still 15, 20 out, like,
I think Drinky does.
if
do
we're
a good
going to
little
bomb
covers.
it, can you bomb it onto? I'd rather the defender catch it and catch it a metre in goal. Yeah, you got 20-metre restart as opposed to just bombing it and they're catching it on the 20 anyway.
Yeah, and then
running another 10.
Yeah.
Like you'd know better off anyway, really.
Yeah. Or we catch it and we'll just tackle straight away.
Yeah.
Like just done. That's it. Hand over.
It's 4 p.m. on Sunday. Good luck getting tickets to that one. Actually, that's probably a game you will get tickets to.
Oh, there's tickets. There's availables. Morgs, bring it up.
We'll
cheap
get it.
seats.
Is that via GoGo, right?
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
Pieces.
There's this scalper I know.
Hey guys, we're going to Magic Round.
Hang on, maybe we
Why
can.
are these
not?
tickets printed on crackers?
We might need to put a few calls in.
Stop eating our tickets.
Well, the tipping comp over at footytips.com.au. And it's hot. It's hotly contested. Trax OTR is leading the main competition on 61 points at the moment, having tipped 5 this week. I think you're cheating, mate.
Well,
Trax OTR. Here's
Tracks
it.
would have been, but I would have gotten him on 6.
Yeah,
Except I got unlucky.
except you didn't get 6. Trax OTR is our
It's a bad
newest,
beat.
is our most recent Patreon subscriber too. Pod Potaton in second place on 57 points. 3 people that have used their jokers make third, fourth and fifth. Mr. T and Murdoch, Village Missing an Idiot and Paul Go Cowboys. Having tipped 4, 4 and 5 respectively. Get your tips out is currently 6th. And 7th place is Cody O'Hara 7. That's an interesting little thing there. Lemich tipped 6 somehow. I'm going to have to go back through and audit your tips, Lemich, for that one. Super Duper Dude in 9th. Bird's the word in 10th. And he's equal with, or they are equal with, Hessenden at Skylove and Graham C89.
Quick shout out to Elle Bird's the word in 10th Fair. It was her birthday last week for Anzac Day on the Tuesday. So happy birthday, Elle Bird's the word.
Oh, it's L Bird's the word.
Elle Bird's, yeah.
went I
Her
Bird's
name
the
is
word.
Leslie.
Oh, hi,
Elle Bird's the
Leslie.
word.
Hey, Les.
Happy birthday.
Merry birthday.
Pete will sing you a happy birthday song.
Yeah, you will not.
Maybe later on.
3, 2, 1.
Now, 2 points for myself for this week. Yay. And I'm in 77th spot. I've dropped way down. I think it's 50-something last week, down to 77th. Morgan TSV, you're in 99th.
Ooh,
You got-
double digits.
You got 1.
Yeah, that was a disaster. I actually thought I'd do pretty good.
1. Which one did you get?
Great question, Rob. Great question, Rob. I don't think it was a good one.
While you're looking that up, pistol blazing, 2 guns. Pew pew.
Start-
Every button you press is wrong there.
Started a new comp.
Oh, did you?
Literally went to start a new comp.
And in 103rd spot out of 108, pistol blazing. Pew pew.
Yeah, got started.
You got para
I
right,
got Power Ride of all things.
of all things.
Is that
Yeah.
the only one you got right?
It's the only one I got.
What a rook.
Warriors, come on, 0.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. I won't.
I got 7 from 9 in the AFL.
True.
I don't tip AFL anymore.
No, me either.
No.
I don't watch enough of it to
I
keep
bet
up.
on AFL. I think AFL is easy to bet on.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet on it too. Got up $100 this week thanks to the
pretty good.
AFL.
So you didn't put your money on the Eagles.
To lose, yes.
To lose, yeah, for sure. For sure. All right.
And over at the On the Ranch, the Patreon tipping comp, it's Village Missing an Idiot is winning that comp, having just used a joker to push themselves up on 53 points. Get Your Tips Out is in second on 52, along with Tracks OTR. Then we've got Top of the Pod, Magic Mike, Barking Frog, Mam Kunstar, Hessen Did, and it's Guy Love. Chris Reed, The Cat Climb Begins, Rion coming on in 9. And then myself in 13th, yay, Grizzly 87, Can't Tip for Hit, Swiss Cowboy, Carsten, who's in town. I think I mentioned that before. Algon Troppo was Take Two Better. Can't tip water out of a bucket in 19th spot. I have to look that one up. And Morgan TSV and Pistol Blazing Two Guns coming last and second last.
Second last.
He's second last, you're last.
How much has he got on me?
He has got 3 points on you.
Yeah, you're going down.
I'll take it.
Oh, this
next
is good.
up.
We're going to watch this on.
I might actually put my joker on this.
This is while
week.
they're looking up tickets on Viagogo.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to
heaps of
go.
tickets. Don't worry about it.
We need to get a Friday ticket as well,
Do we?
and a
month.
Saturday ticket,
Yeah.
and a Sunday
Because you
ticket.
can't get 3-day passes anymore.
No,
can you?
you can't.
You got to get individuals.
Yeah, it'll be right.
That's probably better in a way because it's the 3-day. You're just locked into that
Yeah.
spot, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know the guts of it all.
What do you got in your account, Morgs? You reckon you can buy 9 tickets?
We just need to buy
3 days.
We just need to buy 3 tickets on Friday first to get us going.
Sunday would be where we'd really want to buy. It's a Cowboys game. We're not going to lock in the Sunday.
Yeah, we're definitely locking in the Sunday.
Well, you're telling me to buy Friday tickets.
Well, we go down there Friday.
Yeah, I know. All right, okay. All right. Back to the tips.
NRL round 10. And like we said, it's Magic Round. And it kicks off Friday night, the 5th of May at 6 p.m. And it's at Suncorp Stadium.
What a surprise.
It's unusual.
What a surprise.
The Bulldogs are $2.35 up against the Raiders at $1.60.
Yeah.
Pistol.
Someone said in another group chat that they should have had the Storm play on Friday night as well because the Dogs are going to run out and dig holes in it, and then at least the Storm can put rain into it to water it back.
Oh, dear.
That was quite impressive.
Yeah.
I can't remember the bloke who said that.
No.
I've got Raiders by 12.
Raiders by 12. Morgs?
Friday's not too bad. I will go Raiders as well. I will go by 6.
By 6.
I think we just get
no.
silver tickets, Morg.
8.
All right, I'm going to go Raiders by 4. And the second game, this one's at Suncorp. Manly, $3.55. Broncos, their away game at Suncorp, are $1.30.
I've gone Manly, but only on principle. I think Broncos will win, and I sort of wanted to tip Broncos because I've got all the other 3 Queensland teams in there. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going Manly.
All right.
I don't want to.
Morgs?
Yeah, we're going Broncos.
90-minute draw.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos as well, purely for the points there. I hate doing it, but it's got to happen, and I think they will bounce back. I don't think Manly will. 3 p.m. on Saturday, the Warriors are up against the Panthers. Warriors $3.55, Panthers $1.30.
Warriors.
Morgs?
The dynasty's over, man.
I don't know.
Dynasty is over.
Let's go Warriors. I'll go Warriors too.
Let's go on Warriors.
Yeah, we're going Warriors.
Yeah, probably get that one.
Since they're playing at Suncorp.
All right. Yeah, that'll make the difference. Jeez. I don't think Panthers will... I think they'll bounce back big time after that. The Warriors, not so much, unfortunately. I'd rather the Warriors won for obvious reasons, but yeah. So I'm going to go Panthers. The second game is Sharks $1.36, Dolphins $3.15.
Not the OG Finns, the new Finns up.
Who fins up? It is the battle of the fins, isn't it? I didn't realise that. Nice
The
one.
Dolphs, Dolph Lundgren.
I'd love to go Dolphins, but I think they've fallen off a bit. I'll go Sharks based on the pumping they gave us. I'll go Sharks.
Dolphins have gone loss, win, loss, win, loss
Yeah, but inconsistent.
So
So they're due
system
for a win.
says systems, and they're playing.
And it's in Queensland.
They're
And
playing
it's in
at Finn
Queensland.
Park 1.
Yeah.
Finn Park won.
I think they could do it, but I think Sharkies are safer.
Nah, Sharks got lucky last week.
Yeah. Well, by playing us.
Yeah, they sort of played into form.
Yeah, we played them in a bomb. That's why I'm picking Sharks.
There is something I got to look at here. So, who did we play? We played Knights last week. They lost. Played Warriors the week before. Yeah, no, they won. That's not a good theory. I was thinking
Your
they
system
played
is
us.
flawed.
My system is already flawed. I'm torn on this one. I think the Sharks will do it. Unfortunately, I want the Dolphins to win. I've got to go against myself here. It's horrible.
Tip the Dolphins then.
No, No, I want them. I don't think they will though.
Yeah,
7:45
well, they're playing at Finn Park 1, mate.
at
We're going to get some red fins and bring it back for you.
on Saturday. The last game, the Storm $1.95, Rabbits $1.85.
Yes, we're getting fins. We're getting fins.
Yeah,
I've gone Rabbits, but not convincing.
Yeah,
Hogs.
bunnies too.
I think the Storm will win this, actually.
Well, why didn't you pick the Storm?
Because Pistols Multi doesn't allow me to pick the Storm this week.
actually, since you're getting Dolphins fins, could you then also just pocket a little blue spray paint when the game's going poorly? Just
Just
Oh,
great. That's not bad.
Go, Nico.
Yeah, not bad.
I think the Dolphins will win because it'll be still in daylight, and that means Nico will have dry hair.
I like your thinking, unless it rains. I'm going to go
Yes.
I'm going to go the Rabbits here. I think they are in form. I mean, clearly they are, and the Storm are falling off. Just there's little cracks.
I don't
There's
think
just
the
little
Rabbits
cracks.
are in form.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Did you watch that game?
No, I was camping at Broadwater.
They were quite good against the Broncos.
No Payne Haas, no Ezra Mam.
Still, regardless.
It's the Broncos, bottom four side.
And we go to Sunday, and the Tigers are now they're almost the favourites, but they're not. It's $2 for the for the Tigers and $1.80 for the Dragons. What do you got there, Pistol?
Is there a reason why we? Oh, because you had Dolphins playing in the second day.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I've gone Tigers. I'm still sticking on the ship. They haven't actually been playing bad football. They haven't been playing the best football. Their attack is clunk, but they're not losing by much.
This could be a 0-0 draw.
It'll be boring, that's for sure. I'm going to go Dragons.
Yeah, I bet it's the best game of the weekend.
I hope not, because we don't have tickets.
Can you get tickets for an individual game, or do you have to get it for that day?
For the
I
day.
think it's a day.
So you can't get Sunday tickets,
No, we can. There's quite a few.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
we
there's
just have to. We
heaps.
just have to actually do it.
but can you get 3 together?
That's another issue we haven't looked at. Do we need 3? Is it just 3, or we need more?
No, it's just the three of us, I think.
I reckon we do. It's
Dan's doing his own thing on a Saturday, and
Alright.
so is Shauno. So
So you went Tigers.
I went Tigers, yeah.
Why are they coming down and doing their own thing? I'm going Dragons.
You're going Dragons.
Because it's like herding cats. You know how hard it is just to herd the three of us?
Yeah.
Pretty easy because
Add
we're in
another
control.
4 on top of that.
Yeah.
It's just no.
So, geez, yeah, I'm going to go Tigers. It's going to put us at risk here, but I'm going Tigers.
We're going to win.
150. The Roosters $1.28. The Cowboys $3.70.
Cows. Full cream cows. The cows are coming home.
Seen the percentages here?
Yeah.
96 to 4%.
Yeah.
Did I bump it from 3 to 4?
Yeah, probably.
No, we have got no chance according to everybody on this app.
and they're a bunch of hacks.
And that's how we like it.
And
I'm
the
going to
backs
Cowboys.
to the Warmogs, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Woo, woo.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are going to be great next week. I'm going
Yep.
the Roosters.
You're a wanker.
Yep.
You are a dead set, no believing wanker.
Yeah, that's proper wank.
Yeah, that's, if there was a prize for wankering, then you would win it.
Would you do this if Felty was here?
Hey.
He actually scared me in the tip of the Cowboys last week.
I knew it.
Because he was sitting where you were, and
Yeah.
I'm like, if I say Sharks here,
Oh, you can't.
I'm just one backhand away.
Suck it. And we lost. Suck it.
Exactly. I could have had 3 instead of 2.
That's it.
$6.25. It's the Titans, $2.95. This is the Queensland doubleheader. Titans, $2.95 up against the Eels at $1.40.
This isn't actually a bad game, Morgs. You know why?
Why's
Because
that?
my brother-in-law goes for the Tigers, and
Yep.
all his jerseys are in the back room. So
Oh,
we could wear
we can
a
take 'em.
Tigers jersey
Great
to
idea.
the first game,
Let's take them.
and then put a Cowboys one over the top.
I like it.
Now we just have to go and find a Titans jersey.
I don't think anyone has any. Do I make them?
Oh, Errol's got some
Yeah,
Eels jerseys.
exactly.
I didn't
I'm
know
not
people
wearing-
followed the Titans. I thought it was just on TV.
I'm not wearing Eels. Titans.
Has anyone met a Titans fan in real life?
Matt Burrell.
I hit submit. Oh, it logged me out and back in.
This app is so broken.
Yeah, Titans for me.
Para for me.
Para.
Nah, Para. Titans are so unreliable.
You're dick riding
So's
Gutho.
Para. So's Para, though.
But Para's actually got some talent.
Get off Moses
Titans
and
are-
Gutho's knob and start picking the
Nothing good
Titans.
happens in the Gold Coast, including the sports teams.
Movie World,
Not that good.
Dream World,
Particularly not good.
Wet and Wild on a school day where there's no lineup and it's summer.
Better. But I'm not a big water person. Don't really like me is getting wet.
Ears getting wet.
So Wet and Wild's
Betamates?
basically a horror show. Yes, but I don't think I have them anymore. I don't think so.
$18 shots.
I'm going. Yeah.
No.
I'm going Para.
Yeah, Para.
And that's tipping for round 10.
All right, we are back again for another donation to Sportsbet. Thanks for Fusion Networks for all your internet providing data needs, for anything that you need NBN issues with, for all your glitches with your switches, for all your server providers. This is my multi. And this week, we're going just as simple.
So it's just multi this week. It's not pistols. Multi.
I'm not speaking in third person this week.
Oh.
So,
Me multi.
my multi this week is just a simple, easy one. It's got 8 legs in it. So we've
Oh,
gone.
it's a spider multi.
It's a spider multi. It's chasing, since it's all at Magic Round. It's all at the one ground. So I've gone each leg at the line.
Ooh.
So we've got Raiders to do over the Dogs at the line. Let me
Minus
get that up.
-3.5.
-3.5. Rob, you call out the lines.
I can see them.
Manly to beat the Broncos at the line.
Plus 10.5 to Manly.
Warriors to beat the Panthers at the line.
10.5 head start to the Warriors.
Dolphins to beat the Sharks at the line.
9.5 head start to the Dolphins.
Souths to beat the Storm at the line.
Minus 1.5
So
to
they
the
got
Rabbits.
to win by 2
Win
or
by
more.
2 or more.
Tigers to beat the Dragons with a +1.5.
1.5. Man,
Yeah,
that's. I think they'll do that easy.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Cows to dish the Roosters at the line.
Plus 11.5. Got to win by.
That could be -20.5 and they'd still win. Roosters are trash. We all know this. And Titans to do over the Eels at the line.
Plus 7.5.
So we really only need Raiders to win by 4 or more and Rabbits to win by 2 or more. And then me to pick a perfect round for the other 6 and we're home.
Oh, God.
We're home, baby.
Home, baby. And now that is power played at $209.97.
Yikes.
Morgie, what's our return on that one, buddy?
It's a nice, clean $4,200, bud.
Whew. Tax-free cash.
Might cover our tickets for day one. The way things are looking.
Holy moly.
Let that one ride. There's a lot of margins in this, so it's just going to be a nice fun. You can get on each game right in front of us. We're coming into the Sunday. We're 5 from 5. The Tigers beat the Dragons. We're 6 from 6. We're then 7 from 7 because we know Roosters won't get off the bus. And then Eels trounce the Titans. We go, fuck.
Yeah.
I think you get so hammered drunk on the Friday, then you don't need to buy Saturday tickets because you'll be too busted to move.
That's common.
No, we're going.
No,
then
we've got a
sort
thing
of-
called
but then
First
sort
Night
of-
Fever.
We might even go to Sandown or wherever it is. And
Sandown.
Dapto.
No,
Dapto.
the go-karts somewhere out. We might even go go-karting or play round of 12 holes at X Golf.
I don't know where Pete suffers
X
this,
Golf
but
and Nogra.
Trent and I suffer first night fever.
Right.
So we roll in Friday night and we just go balls to the wall, and then we're busted the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I've done that.
We've really got to moderate ourselves on the Friday.
I've done that at Bathurst.
Because it starts in the plane. That's the trouble. It starts in the plane, and it's just downhill from there.
It doesn't. It
No?
actually starts because we're on Qantas. Trent's got us into
In
the
the
Qantas
QF
Lounge.
club.
Oh, Jesus.
So it starts
very
in the
nice.
lounge at about 7:40 a.m. Friday.
Holy moly. We
sounds
need some
lovely.
live crosses. Set up
Yes.
Facebook Live,
Yep.
and I
We
want some footage.
We might even do a buckled on the spot livey on the
Do it.
on
What
the
do
Sunday
we
game.
get if we get on the coverage?
Oh, on the actual
The actual
Foxtel
Foxtel
coverage.
KO9 coverage.
Well,
what do we get?
I'm gonna get our ranchers need to pool some cash to
Bail?
get you out of jail.
Bail.
Have we still got all the buffs in storage?
Yeah, there are
there's
somewhere.
some-
There's some here and some down
We'll
there.
need to, but there's
Yeah.
not enough there. We'll need to go and get a few more buffs.
Taking flags? We got any
No.
flags? No flags? Okay, all right.
I think I've got some buffs at home too.
Yeah.
We'll take some buffs.
If you need them.
If we had beaten the Broncos and Titans, no, Broncos and Dolphins, sorry, we could have taken the championship belts down, the Derby title.
I think we still do.
The playlist, the On the Range Volume 2 mixtape. Let's expand it for another week.
It's getting traction. Now, Morgs, I think we need to share this out a bit better. Oh, yeah, we got some actually breaking news, sorry, before the mixtape comes across here. Yeah, it's
Breaking
just,
news.
Yeah, breaking news. It's just come across my desk.
Come across your desk.
Yep.
I'll just time code this so I can cut it out.
Host of the show, the one and only XR Bob.
Oh, can't hear him.
Here
That's
we go.
a shame.
I'll relay it.
Host of the show, XR Bob, the one driving this rudderless Titanic into an iceberg,
Hurting these cats.
is turning 45 tomorrow. Happy birthday, big fella.
First thing in the morning.
Happy birthday.
I will have already turned 45 by the time anyone sees or hears this. Oh, except Patreon. You'll get it tonight. So
Are you doing anything for the special day tomorrow?
I'm not going to work.
Oh,
That's a good start.
so you can edit all the swears
I
out.
can. I'm not editing any swears out. They're staying in. But
Oh, right.
yeah, it's early morning editing for me.
Nice.
Dinner tomorrow night somewhere? Lunch out somewhere with the hugs and kisses?
Nah,
Just
Takeaway.
just taking the day to myself.
Home dinner. Is everyone away
Got a
from home? Everyone's out?
Yeah, kids are at school.
Oh, so you do have a true day at home.
This is going to work.
do you
this sounds like a
have
dream.
to
Yeah.
pick up the kids in the afternoon?
Not at this stage, but don't put that out into the universe. 'cause
Getting
it might
better and
actually
better.
happen.
So you just got yourself a bottle of wild turkey honey and Pornhub with a pack of tissues next to you.
Unfortunately, I do have to work on Thursday. So no, I don't drink on school nights unless I'm here.
Or it's your birthday.
There is that.
Yes, it's an exception.
Yeah, I'll have to wait till 10 o'clock because I finished off the wild turkey last weekend. So
So a box of tissues and treat yourself as an amusement park for 8 hours while everyone's out of the house.
And you'll be asleep when everyone gets home.
yes,
Yep.
covered in crusty tissues.
No
Oh,
bodily
that is today.
fluids
That
left
is
inside him.
rank. That is rank.
Back to the mixtape before we get
All
stuck
right,
on that.
mixtape.
Oh, wow. We
Yeah.
have really gone PG tonight.
Haven't we? Haven't we? Who wants to? Morgs, you want to kick this one off?
Yeah, I'll start. I've gone a bit of a theme again, as I like to do. I've gone theme of Magic Round. We're heading down. It's going to be a big weekend. It's going to be a belter. I have gone John Cena entrance music. Are you ready? Which is what my personal entrance music will be when I walk in to the Qantas Club Friday and the hotel and the stadium.
Is the Are You Ready one his original word life thugonomics, or is it the
No, it's the one that everyone knows.
do?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So that's the one I'm going for.
Right. Well, I've somehow made this into a theme, but it's not really. I've gone Roxette, fading like a flower.
That'll be me Sunday morning.
Sunday, well, you're giving yourself credit there.
It's an absolute 80s belter.
It is. I don't mind the old rock set.
Oh, Roxette were great.
I've gone one a little bit of left field. I heard this one today on a promo clip for something else actually, and had to Shazam it to find out what it was. But I like it. It's a good little motivational pump up song. It's good for the gym, you know, if you're into
Yeah.
that sort of thing. It's by an artist I've never heard of prior to today.
Who would have thought?
No, Diraj.
Do you think his name's Jared?
Jared
It could be.
probably is.
It could
I think
be.
it might be.
Thanks for picking that up.
Pretty
I did
sure
not.
it's Jared.
I think it might be Jared.
Jared
But he calls himself Diraj.
Diraj.
Yeah. Not saying he got the name wrong.
And the song is Unlimited.
Can we have a bar?
You can probably have a bar before we get cancelled. Let me just try and see if I can play it. And it's not going to work.
Do you reckon the hotel has a gym?
Great. Oh, I hope so. Pump out a
Playing
quick.
directly to here.
I could see this for like an NRL ad.
This is an NRL ad.
Like a big
It's not,
hits.
but it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Origin.
I'll just
2.
play a little bit, otherwise it will knock us off YouTube. So, but yeah, it was actually a promo clip for a race car driver. So
Oh, which one?
Scott McLaughlin,
Yeah, right. Okay.
who just won the latest race over in the US.
Is he
Barber
Charles
Motorsports
Leclerc.
Park.
Chevy? Or is he Ford?
Oh, he drives a Chevy at the moment. They're all very, very, very similar cars over there. So
That's why he won.
that doesn't. Yeah, it's 3 championships of Ford while he was here. But okay, right, moving on.
Who's counting?
Who's
A
counting?
little salty on that one, are we?
He started it.
Oh, I'm decorating McLaughlin.
He started it. Anyway,
To answer your question, Morg, yes, I hope there is a gym at the hotel.
Saturday morning, 6 a.m.
Absolutely.
I'll be there.
Pump out a quick 120 on the bench,
As long as there's a bin.
15k on the row machine,
Yeah.
get on the elliptical,
Yeah. You got to sweat it out.
or it might be watching the back of my eyelids.
I think so.
more than likely. If you do what you just did here, then I don't think
How good.
I think everyone's going to struggle.
Definitely a room that needs some cleansing.
Just ventilation.
Did you cook some eggs and leave,
Oh,
leave
boy.
some of it around here before? I don't know what's going on. On the ranch NQ on Instagram and Facebook. On the ranch at patreon.com. You can find me at XRBob on Twitter. You find that guy at Morgan Holmes Evans. You find that guy at On The Spot. And there's probably going to be a drunken video this week, at least one.
I could almost guarantee it.
I hope there is. And if you see us at Magic Round, come up and say hello. We'll buy you a beer.
Say g'day. We'll probably... Maybe Fusion might be buying.
Yeah, we'll spot it. We'll spot it.
Yeah, see us probably beforehand, maybe Caxton or somewhere. We'll be floating around.
We'll post up.
You'll see the guys with some buffs on their heads. So
Not me, you won't see
Yep.
me. I'm not making it there. But
pop on
Can
down.
we get a big Rob head cutout where we could just hold over our faces?
Hold
Do
the
it.
Robs.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
yeah, but it has to be this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Nigga,
Yeah, I
On
like
wobble
it.
boards.
Yes, even better.
Sweet.
Good idea.
Well, we have an arts and
Yes,
crafts
we
night
do.
ahead
We
of
got,
us
we got some
after
work to
this.
do. All right.
I'll send you a photo.
Thanks.
No, we're just going to draw it live.
Oh. Have you ever seen badly drawn NRL?
No.
Look it up.
Oh, I don't know.
It is brilliant. It's a guy, yeah. Look it up.
Righto.
Do yourself a favour. And with
Alright.
that, enjoy your magic round, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Magic up. Go the cows. Stick with us. Second, third of the season starts this weekend.
Go
Good
to
night.
gas.
Need your carpets or upholstery cleaned fast? Whether it's a spring clean, bond clean, or just wear and tear from the pets and kids, Be Clean NQ is your premier quality carpet, upholstery, rug, and mattress cleaning service. They'll go above and beyond to guarantee the best job at the best price. And they're 100% locally owned and operated. Have a chat to the busy bees at Be Clean NQ today. Go to beeclean.com.au because they're not happy until you are.